28 kilogram Kettlebell Sport Snatch set. I have not done this since the Arnold Sports Weekend in probably 2016, I believe. So it's been about 3 years since I've done anything like this. I took my focus to other areas such as overall general prep, a little bit of muscle building, having a kid, there's all sorts of different things. I stopped focusing on Kettlebell Sport Snatch, and I did a lot of long cycle for a while, but I haven't competed in the last couple years, and looks like it's time to get back into it. So last week I did a set, actually for the first time 2 weeks ago. I started with a set of 10 minutes straight, which I never do. I'm more of an interval-based training style, so I don't do full sets, especially even for tests. But I did 20 kilogram and ended up with, 100 and 101 or something like that. And the next week I tried to see how 24 felt, and this week I decided to see what orange felt, 28. And this is the last snatch weight that I competed with, and I think I was hitting 60 and 61 a few years ago. So when I first picked up this bell, it felt kind of heavy, and I didn't really know. I said, fuck it, just gonna go turn this tape on and see what happens. Sometimes you just need that little push. But anyway, I saw a video working with Valery Fedorenko that I did probably in 2013 or 2014, and he was coaching me through a 10-minute set of 28 kilogram snatch, just like this, and I thought, wow, my form is so different. So that kind of put that thought to do it again and just to see what I could do. And when I first picked it up, I didn't have any idea what I could do. So anyway, if you notice, my clock is to the right, so that's why I keep kind of looking that way. I thought this was a better angle, amidst the sea of kettlebells. So anyway, my left wrist on this bell, I had a boxer's fracture way before I even started back into exercise, so in the late 90s. And it's just not as good. My grip and just control of my wrist is just not as good as my right. So it's a little different. You can see my snatch on the left arm, which I tend to do this arm first to get it out of the way. And there's many other reasons why I would coach someone to use a certain arm before the other. But anyway, so as you can tell, this one, you can't really see how deep my backswing is on this weight, and it's a pronated 45-degree angle. I kind of bring the bell to the side on the way up. I'm making sure that I catch it and absorb right under it. So I like to bring my heel up on that side and kind of drop under it a little bit. It just seems to work the best for me on my left side. Not really sure of the rep count here, but prior best on the left was 60, and I think I'll do a full count later, but 65 or 66 on this one, and I decided I'm going to switch just because I don't want to risk tearing. I think tearing, I just can't train, for a while with the intensity that you want. This is a Kettlebells USA Paradigm Pro competition bell, and it just fits wonderfully. I feel the balance is better than any kettlebell out there. So when people ask me what bell I use, that's what this is right here. I think it's great for long cycle. Now you can see as I'm nearing the end, I'm starting to drop that and really focus on catching it without a backswing. And there's the switch. So now heart rate's up when you switch to your other arm, but the arm's fresh. So Now this is my dominant side, and you can probably tell that it's more fluid. Now I don't know if a lot of people can see, but I know I can just by the way it feels. I can have a better, well, I can say a faster pace, and my focus is always to have as close to perfect rep as I can. I'm not just talking about stopping the bell up there. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about if I'm leaning too much, if I'm catching the bell in the palm of my hand too much. There's so much stuff to think about snatch. I believe Dennis Vasiliev said that it's the most technical exercise, and I agree with him, because every little nuance, every thing you're not doing great at the beginning becomes exponentially tougher towards the end. So a lot of people think snatch is really easy, but a long, high rep set of snatches, you can go downhill really quick. So as you can see, that right hand, I still have that 45-degree angle right there. It's not totally a thumb forward. It's definitely not a thumb back grip. I keep a lot of connection on my body as long as I can. I made a video of that a couple days ago. So basically, you can see how that bell is getting rolled to the side, and then it rolls into position. So my goal is to connect to that forearm with and the wrist placement, hand placement, before that bell is totally done moving. And then right at that split second, I'm stabilizing it. Boom, right there. So that structure underneath, if you're getting tired underneath, so to me the snatch wears out my hand. My hand basically starts screaming. That's the thing. I have shorter fingers and a meaty palm. So with a 35 millimeter handle such as this one, it's a little tougher for me to snatch. I like snatching with with smaller diameter handles just because of my hand size. And then though, once it gets heavier, I kind of like to go to a little larger. So the 35 fits pretty good with this weight, the 28 kilogram and the 32. So I'm just focusing on maintaining breath and pace. The pace dictates where my breath is, and then my breath dictates how long I can keep that pace up. You probably notice it. I'm starting to go, it seems like it's a little quicker here. And if I counted correctly, I thought that I got around 75 or so on this arm. So this would make it seem to be about a 20 rep PR without snatching this long in 3 years. So what happened? My technique get better, and it's always been pretty good, but I think I found the technique that's optimal for me, and then just being focused and healing my mountain bike crash shoulders and stuff like that gets me back into this. And I'm starting to go a little faster. So I've always been more of a sprinter towards the end if I can. I can see where my heart rate's at. I'm not wearing a heart rate monitor right now. This is just intuitive and interoceptive. But right towards the end, starting to drop that a little bit closer to the body and catching on the way down, and there it is. So I hope this commentary helped, and it definitely helped me to watch this. And there.
Thank you.